Yeah, I'm not huge on them. They lack so much personality.
I think. Oh yeah, big time. But I think Katana Chance is like the best cruiserweight woman right now. She can do
Really?
some cool
Better than
stuff.
Io,
Yeah, dude, she can do like a 450.
I guess.
What do you mean? Yes, she can. She's like the
Or
John
Kyrie
Morrison
Zane.
of women.
Alright, but I feel like Gregory Helms was a better cruiserweight than Billy Kidman, but Billy Kidman could do a shooting star press.
What cruiserweight stuff was Gregory Helms doing?
What do you mean? He was the cruiserweight champ for like almost 2 years.
So, are you implying cruiserweight style is just being small? Because he
He was
wrestled.
he was cruiserweight champion.
All right, he was cruiserweight champion wrestling like Edge or like Christian. He wasn't like doing
No, he
cruiserweight
wasn't.
stuff.
He
Yes,
had a feud with
was.
Ray Chavo
Yes,
and
yes.
freaking
He
Jimmy
was
Noble.
feuding with the cruiserweights, but he wasn't doing cruiserweight
He,
stuff.
he was wrestling like
Yeah, he was wrestling like
but
Edge.
his wrestling style was like Edge and Christian.
I mean, cruiserweight is literally a weight, so yes, it is just being a small guy.
All right, so if I said Booker T wrestles like a diva, you wouldn't picture it like how divas wrestle.
What is that? No, what do you mean? I would imagine Booker T wrecking her.
I didn't say wrestling a diva. I said wrestling like a diva.
Okay, but they're not wrestling like a cruiserweight. They're having a cruiserweight
There
match
is a
because that's their
cruiserweight
weight.
style, though. You're like ignoring there's
Not
a
every
cruiserweight style.
cruiserweight wrestles the same.
Most cruiserweights do the
So,
knots.
So when T.J. Perkins and what the hell is his name, Austin Aries faced, you tell me they had the same style
When did they face?
in the Cruiserweight Classic.
What are you getting at here? I don't know what you're getting at.
They wrestled completely different. Austin Aries doesn't do crazy spinning stuff, and
I didn't say every cruiserweight does cruiserweight stuff. Just cruiserweight has a style.
what is the difference between Gregory Helms style and Austin Aries
Because
style?
you're naming like the outliers where like for every one person you
He's-
name, I can name like 10 people who do high flying, high spot stuff.
he's saying like Rey Mysterio is a cruiserweight.
What?
Style. And then you're
What-
naming the people that don't do that are in cruiserweight division. He's saying the style.
I'm saying there's many guys I can make an example. Eddie Guerrero, the only high flying thing he did was a frog splash.
Okay, but the cruiserweight style is a high flying style. You see the smaller guys.
That's
that are
not
the more
true either.
high-flying-
The cruiserweight style is just more fast paced.
Eddie Guerrero did a lot more than just a frog splash.
He wasn't doing 1080s and backflips and shit.
That doesn't make you a cruiserweight either, but he did stuff. He did like
The only thing
he
that
did
weight
ropes.
is your weight.
no.
That's
There-
what a cruiserweight is.
All right,
What are you talking
if I type in cruiserweight style, you think it's just going to pull up guys doing power bombs and stuff?
No, it's gonna show fast paced.
High flying
Matches.
stuff.
But not everybody
Okay.
who high flies is a cruiserweight.
Even you just said fast paced.
So is Jeff Hardy a cruiserweight?
Even you just said fast
Is
paced.
Jeff Hardy a cruiserweight?
Can I finish?
Wasn't
You
he
just said
with-
fast paced. What was fast paced about Gregory Helms? Drew Gulak. Nothing.
What do you mean?
They
So
did
then
nothing fast paced.
Why are they considered cruiserweights then?
They're cruiserweight in the division things. But he's talking about a style of wrestling.
Exactly.
I feel like the style of wrestling he's talking about is lucha.
No, because like you said, and yes, Jeff Hardy was a cruiserweight, and he did the
The dude
cruiserweight
weighs
style.
like 250 pounds.
He did not always weigh that much.
Yeah, when we were younger and him and Matt Hardy were like actually tag teaming, they were both pretty small.
They weren't small as guys like Gregory Helms and
Like
shit.
Matt Hardy
What do
was a
you mean?
cruiserweight.
I think they were the same size as Gregory Helms.
Gregory
Jeff
Helms
Hardy-
is smaller than you remember.
Maybe.
He was thicker than Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anyways,
No Diddy.
we got Dominic. Dominic wasn't out there with the Judgment Day in the opening segment, and when they went back there, he reveals Liv left the card to her hotel room.
Didn't we skip the actual promo where that happened?
No, I'm talking.
Yes.
We're talking about it right now.
Yeah, but
No, like
so,
Dom and Liv face to face, and they showed her give him the card
Oh, I definitely missed that part then.
because she
Oh,
had a
right.
pretty cold line. She said, "You need a girl that's not going to force you to call her mommy. You need a girl who won't be afraid to call you daddy."
That's funny.
they just keep making Liv hotter and hotter. It is wild.
You know her last name is Daddy.
Daddy-O.
Same thing.
Yeah, that was a. Did we see Finn swipe the card?
Wait, that was later.
Oh, what?
But Yeah, it was. Because this ended when Carlito said, "That's cool."
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
funny.
Finn's like, that's
She's
not
like,
cool. That's not cool.
Yeah, he's like, she gave you the hotel key. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad they're bringing that back.
Yeah. What kid are you talking about, dude? You seeing Ghost? Sam Darnold?
Kid,
The Miz asked Sammy if he's seen R-Truth. He asked a couple
I don't
people.
remember that.
He asked the Miz. I mean, he asked Sammy, and then he asked the two girls, Sonya and Natalia, and then he found Truth coming out of a closet with red lights.
No, did he?
It was actually Scarlett who gave him his reading that the tag titles are on the line tonight against APA.
Yes.
PA?
Against APA.
AOP.
No, but he said APA.
R-Truth said it was against
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed this like whole segment, I guess.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny segment. And he was like, it's in the stars.
I don't know if Robert's dating back to the cruiserweight thing. I'm not saying there aren't cruiserweights who don't do high fly stuff, but I'm saying if you look up cruiserweight style, it is going to have a lot of high spots. High flying
That's
stuff.
just searching cruiserweight style is just like, yeah, that's a generalization, but there's no actual cruiserweight style of wrestling.
Alright. When you picture heavyweight fights in the UFC, are you not thinking knockouts?
I mean, yeah.
Alright, so when you picture cruiserweight, you picture high spots, high flying.
I just think of like way faster pace, just like lighter weights in the UFC.
Alright, but the same way you were picking at it, there's a lot of cruiserweights who don't go at a high pace, like Gregory Helms, like a Drew Gulak, like Chavo. Same thing.
But I've seen them. They can go at a high pace.
Alright, they can do flippy stuff, but they don't do it.
Okay, but that goes back to my first point that cruiserweight is just a weight class.
Alright, heavyweight is just a weight class. But they still do it differently. A heavyweight fight is not the same as a bantamweight fight.
There's tons of heavyweights fight way different.
Alright, but you're still, the whole mass media is projecting, or when they're picturing knockouts. Whereas it's a bantamweight fight, you're picturing like points, submissions.
I don't think so.
You're expecting a knockout in a bantamweight fight.
So
TJ Dillashaw and Cody Garbrandt were like knocking everybody out.
All right, wait. To go back on my point, so this R-Truth and Miz situation. So R-Truth comes out of the closet and he's like, I just got my fortune told. And then he's like, what? So the Miz is like, what are you talking about? And he's like, we have a tag team title match tonight. The Miz is like, tonight? And he's like, it was just a fortune, right? And he's like, yeah, we're facing ADP, right? That's
APA?
what he said, Jordan? APA. And the Miz is like, we can't fight APA. And he's like, no, that's who we're fighting. Don't be scared, Miz. And he's like, wait, so it's just a fortune teller? All right, so it's not a set in stone. And he's like, oh, it's set in stone. Our destiny's in the stars. And then Scarlett walks up and goes, thanks for letting me do your reading. And R-Truth's like, the pleasure's all mine. And then she gives Miz a card and says, here's your reading, Miz, and walks away. And then the Miz said, it's the death card. And R-Truth goes, hey, mine was the death card too. We're going to die tonight. And walks off.
What the fuck?
I like how you have the whole segment like memorized for like spots.
I know, and you said, to my point, and then just recited the whole.
I was trying to stop the fucking argument.
It wasn't an argument, it's a debate. Alright.
Bro, we have like an hour of us doing our list tonight because you guys are like doing the rest of yours, aren't you?
No,
I
just
thought
the
we were
next
just
10.
going to 10.
Oh, okay. I mean, so we have 40 people, and that last one took an hour. So we got to chop here.